Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I really wanted to discuss the skill of delayed gratification. This is a skill that I am growing in and will continue to grow in for the rest of my life, but it's definitely been something that I've been prioritizing since I've started my health and wellness journey. Now, oftentimes whenever people talk about delayed gratification in the health and wellness space, they refer to it in terms of deprivation, meaning eat this, not that, or don't eat that candy bar, or don't drink that soda, or whatever the case may be. So they're coming at it from a deprivation point of view. But the approach that I'm really taking with my health and wellness journey is really an approach that is more towards sustainability. So basically, I'm eating a lot of the things that I was eating before, but I'm just eating them in a lot smaller quantities. I'm pursuing more of like an intuitive eating approach and, referring to my macros and tracking those things. So everything can fit into my diet per se. They just can't fit all in the quantities that I used to consume them. So as far as delayed gratification in terms of deprivation, that's not what we're going to be talking about in today's video. The delayed gratification that I'm referring to is the delayed gratification of results that you feel like you are in the process of earning that aren't yet showing up. So what's so interesting about this is that last week I was feeling really frustrated in my progress. I have lost 15 pounds since the start of 2023, which is amazing and great. And yes, I love that progress is being made. But there's just this gnawing feeling that I had last week of just something being like, yeah, but you're not as far as you should be. Those little negative like self-talk things, right? So I just had that gnawing at me all last week of you're not as far as you could be. You're not doing as much as you could be, blah, 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 right? And so this is eating away at me so much that I really became frustrated about it, like majorly frustrated. And I would be looking back on like videos and pictures that I've been taking all throughout this process, squinting in the mirror, trying to be able to find, the progress, in my body. And I just felt like I wasn't seeing it in as great of a capacity as I felt like I should be. So what I determined is that usually when people start to get frustrated about the progress that they're making in whatever goals it is that they're trying to achieve, usually they allow that frustration to actually have power over their progress. And then they stop the process towards progress, and then they quit altogether. Now, I knew this going in whenever I first started this journey, because I have started and stopped this journey more times than I care to admit. And this is the first time that I've ever actually documented it, which is really crazy and very vulnerable, but I feel like it's necessary. So I am well aware of the frustrations that inevitably happen whenever you feel like your progress is not showing up in the ways that you hope that it would, or the results aren't, as prominent as you wish that they were. So, anticipating that this frustration was going to happen anyway, when I was frustrated last week, I told myself, I said, you know what, Andrea? We're going to do something different this time. Instead of you sulking in your frustration, here's what we're going to do. You're going to set a timer for 5 minutes. And when that 5 minutes goes off, you're done being frustrated. You're choosing a different feeling and you're going that way. So I set the timer for 5 minutes. And for those 5 minutes, I sulked. I pouted. I spoke super negative things about myself. And then when the 5 minutes was up, I was done with it. And I moved on. And I focused on something else, and it worked. Now, does that mean that I'm never going to get frustrated again in this whole process? No, of course not. But the thing that I think was so valuable in that was that I allowed myself to feel the feeling for a set period of time. And then I allowed myself to get over it. I didn't shame myself because I had the feeling in the first place. I allowed myself to feel it, gave myself a time to feel it, and then gave myself a time to get over it. And now we're back. We're getting ready to go work out. And we're doing the process all over again. And it's things like that. It's little habits like that that will actually propel you forward by not allowing your feelings to be so powerful that they derail you from the process towards success in your goals. So I hope that's helpful for you. I know that it's helpful for me. It's the first time that I ever did anything like that, and I definitely feel like last week was a bit of a growth week in my perspective, even in the midst of my frustration. So I hope that's helpful. Feel free to like, share, subscribe. I'd love to hear any comments of any other habits that you guys are, growing in whenever your brain is trying to be able to derail you from what you're pursuing. I'd love to hear what you guys are doing for that. But otherwise, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.